Let's finish the pod on Endrick then, the new teenage sensation, only 17, the youngest men's footballer to score at Wembley now, I think, isn't it? Is the new record for him. He's been likened to a couple of Brazil legends, I think, to Romario. I've seen him likened to Pele, even in the way he kind of acquits himself. He's a very different kind of player, I think, and he's still so young to kind of see what he could be. I've seen a few YouTube compilations of him at Palmeiras as well, and he does look like a complete forward, doesn't he? He's got potential. He took his goal really well. It ricocheted to him quite kindly. But under that kind of pressure, I thought he did really well.
Yeah, he could have had another one at the end of the game as well, which Pickford actually made a really good save. But yeah, it's another absolute young star that Brazil have managed to churn out. And he's obviously going to Real Madrid, isn't he? Obviously, in the summer, I believe. And it's really going to be really interesting to see what happens there, because they've obviously got Rodrigo as well, who actually at Real Madrid probably doesn't get as much limelight as some of the other attackers. I know there's talk of them getting rid of him if Mbappe comes in, which is really harsh because I really like Rodrigo as a player. I think he's a really threatening attacker, and I think he looks really promising. He's got that sort of diminutive stature, hasn't he, Endrick, where he makes him so agile. It looks like he's really explosive, and his physique as well. He's absolutely stacked. Like he's massive.
Well, that translates into shooting power as well. I think the way he can get velocity on the ball is really impressive too. He's good in tight spaces. He's good when the ball's played through as well. I think he's got a little bit of a turn of pace. He's an all-round forward, but I think you're right. His stature, his diminutive stature, is only 5'8" as well. He's not like one that's going to be like dominating defenses, but he's been described as a bit of a pocket rocket by some people, and I think that's kind of his game, isn't it? To try and run rings around defenders, and watch this space. He looks like an impressive prospect, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he's a little bit different to Vinicius Junior. I think Vinicius has got a little bit more flair about him, but I think it's going to be one to watch and just be interesting to see how he develops over this next few years. I think that it's another thing, isn't it? We love to hype up players so young, right, in the modern day game, but we just need to remember that these players are just so young. We've got so much time to develop. Not everyone's a Wayne Rooney or a Lionel Messi at 18 years of age, where they're arguably probably at the peak. I think Rooney's probably the best player I've ever seen at that sort of age. It just doesn't happen.
No, true.
So we just need to give him time.
Well, as soon as he turns 18, he's been whisked off to Real Madrid. So, you don't get much more pressure than that, do you? Than under the limelight of the Bernabeu.